And we're on the air. Welcome. This is Controversial Disputes. I'm Cameron. Then we have fucking piece of shit Grim Reaper Samuel. Then we have anime person as Asura. Then we have Marco. He's just Marco.
Yeah.
My real name is Adam.
Welcome.
Marco's just Marco. It's okay.
Yeah, it's Marco. And today's dispute, you can probably tell because it's in the title. Is there a rape culture in the Western world?
I will be the host.
No, you won't. Fuck you.
Oh, I'm not the host. I'll be the moderator.
I'm the fucking host. Kill yourself.
Yeah, you're the host. I'm the moderator.
Okay, don't type anything in chat though, please, guys.
All right. Nothing will be typed in chat.
Yeah. All right. So, how do we want to start? Okay, Cody, you can ask a question.
All right. So, since we'll be discussing rape culture, would like to know what everyone's, what specifically is rape culture? What's
Rape culture in the Western world?
Actually,
Yeah.
let's do a quick thing. Is who thinks that's a thing? Well, we'll go with that quickly. And I don't think there is a rape culture in the Western world, personally, unless we're talking about fucking prisons, because
No, I don't think there is rape culture in the Western world.
Yeah, I agree.
all right, sir.
Anyone that disagrees, this is your cue.
Yeah, I have to disagree with you guys. I do believe that the rape culture does exist
in the
here in
Western
the
world.
Western world.
Okay, because we.
All right, we'll be going into depth later then. So, what is rape culture?
It's
What should be considered rape
glorification of
culture?
rape and victim blaming.
I think it's a personally I believe it's a culture that doesn't think rape's wrong, that it accepts rape and doesn't give out a punishment, or I mean I wouldn't say punishment, I would say it doesn't really care as much of rape and doesn't support people or some shit like that.
All right, sir.
Similar to that.
Or Melody.
Yeah, actually, I have to agree with Cameron and Adam. They both brought up good points about victim blaming, and a society that normalizes rape.
All right. So that wasn't really much of a discussion, so I guess that question's out of the window. So I'll move on to the next question, which is what?
By the way, fuck you, Samuel.
Thanks. So what is victim blaming? Where in the system blames the victim? Okay. Let's get serious now. No? I'm sorry.
Jesus. So what's the fucking question?
Okay, well, so what is victim blaming? Where in the system blames the victim?
In the system, I don't think there's anything in the system.
Yeah, I don't think the system.
The system is not the blamer. The people that blame are stupid.
All right, so you don't think anything in the system blames?
No, I don't.
I don't think that anything in the system blames the victim. I think some other people blame the victim.
I think people who don't know everything about everything just blame. But also, I don't think the way victim blaming is represented is the right way. Because the way it's represented is something different from what people actually say. So I'll give a quick example. So when they say women should be safe and not drink as much if they don't want to get harmed, that could be a way. But it's not. I don't consider that a way of victim blaming. I'd say that's a way of trying to protect people. That is a different thing.
All right.
And that is an example people say about victim blaming.
All right, Sarah, your intake, because you clearly want to say something, right?
I'm very anxious. I really want to say something.
Go ahead.
Let it go.
Okay, so I have had dealings with sexual abuse. And actually, when I was going through my whole case, I had to deal with the services I was going through not believing me that it had ever happened. I had to go through my psychiatrist doubting that it ever happened. I had to go through my family doubting that it happened. And anyone that I would try to talk to it about happening would say, "Oh, you are just being imaginative. Nothing's going on. You're living a perfect life."
Okay,
So
I'll,
that's
I'll add.
where I
Don't
do say
interrupt
that
yet.
there is a lot of victim blaming.
Okay. Can I add my view
All right.
on this?
Is that your final thought?
Is that your thoughts on that? Can I add on to that?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, you can add.
Okay,
Alright.
okay. My thing is here. First of all, with the it was the investigation or whatever doubting it happened.
Yeah.
That is exactly how they should react. That they're supposed to doubt. They should, in fact, look for evidence and not base it off of
Even
just
when
a
I came,
conversation.
even when I came up with evidence, they doubted the evidence.
Yeah, because how are they supposed to make sure it's evidence? They have to make sure, especially law enforcement cannot be. They can't say someone's guilty immediately. They have to be proven guilty. So they go with they have to go with evidence, and they're innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, I know.
You just said what I was about to say.
But I had to deal with a lot of like victim blaming from that when I first spoke out about my
Well,
abuse. I had to deal with a lot of people saying, "Stop being a biatch, trying to get your way. Stop trying to ruin the two guys who did it to me. Stop trying to ruin their lives."
The
And-
thing
yeah.
is, I won't lie. I can get where they're coming from though, because people do make false allegations to people, and it's not right for them to attack you in that sort of manner. But I can see why they did it.
Yeah, because some
And
people
I-
do lie about it.
And
That's
I
a
wouldn't
fact.
even say.
One person talk at a time, please.
I'm fully aware that people do lie about it. My beloved brother, was accused of raping a girl when he never did. He never even touched her. But I understand where like some people make false accusations, but the entire time, even when I was like, when I first started showing my signs of PTSD, and they came with, they did a, what's it called?
Analysis.
A rape kit?
Oh, psychology analysis.
They're basically testing to see if a woman's hymen is broken.
Oh.
And mine came back
Oh, they
as
did
it
rape
was. So, mine came back that it was, and they, even still with the information, even that like my hymen was broken, they had people in my family who had noticed actings going on between the two people that I said did it to me. And there was my family history that could make these two seem as though it would fit in with what had happened. Sorry, I'm like pausing and stuttering. It's been a while since I've talked about this.
And yeah, I understand that it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First things first. I'm sorry this happened to you. First things first. Probably should be said.
I mean, I've slowly grown used to it. It's been about 4 years.
Personally, though, I don't think what occurred would be. I don't think what occurred, honestly, so far. I mean, obviously, people like in your family that didn't believe you. That would be more of a. I wouldn't even say that'd be victim blaming. They just didn't believe you.
I feel,
But-
yeah.
That wouldn't be considered victim blaming in my mind.
Even after, like, it was proven that they did do it,
Oh, okay.
and they both admitted to doing it.
I understand that, but there's a difference between victim blaming and doubt. There's a complete difference.
Even after they admitted to doing it, everyone blamed me for trying to, because they admitted to doing it, but the case went away quietly, and no court charges were actually pressed.
And
Though I do have a restraining order against them.
who dropped the charges?
My family.
Oh, what?
Well, you have to blame your family then for doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
that's not me.
But
that's-
even
That-
still,
that
even-
isn't victim blaming. That's literally your family dropping charges of something they shouldn't have dropped charges on.
even after that, they blamed me.
Who did?
At the time, my friends who knew about it and the people that I told that was going on, and 95% of my family. Only a few members of my family actually believed me and were supportive
Okay.
of me coming out about what had happened.
Okay.
And when it was proven, they blamed me for almost ruining the two who did it to me their lives. So that, in a way, it really is victim blaming, because I had people telling me, like, oh, you're such a bitch. Why'd you have to go and ruin their lives? You probably liked it anyways.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, that is horrible to say. And
Can
this
can I
is from
say
family
something?
and this is from family and friends, correct?
Yes, this was from
Well,
family and friends.
I'm pretty sure the topic of victim blaming isn't on. Would be more about justices and not about family. That's horrible. They
I think so.
They blamed you on shit. That's terrible.
Well,
Yeah, I think
kids
victim blaming is more blaming the victim for getting raped rather than people blaming the victim for wanting to ruin someone else's family or something like that, you know?
No, even my caseworker blamed me.
How?
That's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, how though? How did they do that?
She would often make like these side remarks of, huh, sure this happened. Sure.
Was this before it was proven?
Yeah, this was before it was proven.
Well, that isn't victim
And
blaming
then
then.
right
The
after it
caseworker
was
shouldn't be
proven-
having an opinion on it, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the caseworker is in the wrong still, but they were not victim blaming.
I think
then-
that's victim blaming. Okay, no,
I-
no.
Victim
I'm the
blaming-
moderator. I can't be saying anything.
They're not cheap. They're assuming doubt. There's a difference between victim blaming and assuming doubt.
Well, after it was
onto the victim.
proven, she also said, if you had just kept quiet about it, you wouldn't have ruined their lives.
Oh,
The question here is though, is that that's just kind of confusing. Why is the caseworker involved with these people in some way? Personally,
We're getting off topic.
I mean, I'm just curious at this point because I don't know
Alright.
why a caseworker would say that.
The caseworker has been my caseworker for years, ever since I was little.
Uh-huh.
This is the same woman who's worked on all of my cases.
Okay.
And she also worked on the cases with my brother. She personally does not like my family.
Bullshit.
She has tried to get transferred away from our cases.
wow.
Well, she clearly has an agenda against your family.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so first things first, though, I don't think this. Honestly, you've been victim blamed by your family and friends on this case, and that's terrible. But I don't think that doesn't prove that most victims get victim blamed. This is a scenario where I mean, of course, people do.
This
I
is
know that there are a lot of like other women and men. There are a lot of men, especially
Yeah.
men are victim blamed. Men are
Okay.
especially victim blamed.
You know, I think we're on this question for so fucking long. Probably
Yeah.
should-
Yeah. Like should I'm
Okay.
gonna say
I
the
can shut
question
up.
again because I feel like you guys.
Why are we seeing it again? Why wouldn't we just move on?
Well, no, because the question was what is victim blaming, and we went over to a story.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's true.
Okay, can I just say something a bit off topic here? We should probably put like some type of warning in the beginning because this is getting really really.
You're probably right. It's a little late for that because this is a live broadcast. But
Is anyone watching it?
no, but
Probably not.
but
Why would people be watching us?
I mean, this is like we've never done anything. Okay, let's just move on to the next question because we actually did answer that, and then we went into this story.
Yeah. So I'll move on to the next question, which is which would actually kind of correlates with what Asura was saying earlier when she was talking about how there's times when one of her friends or that her brother was falsely accused of being rapist.
Okay.
So what should happen when the accuser lies about being raped?
They
I think they should go to prison.
They should be prosecuted.
Yeah.
100% should be prosecuted. That's terrible. You're trying to ruin someone's life at that point.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think I think they should go to prison for that.
I think they should get a felony charge. That is a terrible thing to do to somebody.
Wow, that topic died super fast.
Yeah, we all agree on
It's
that.
not that we agreed on something. It was weird.
Yeah.
Everyone agreed on that. I thought that's the park something. All right, my bad. I am bad at this, you guys. All right, so there's nothing
I
to
mean,
record.
why
Okay.
would anyone disagree with that? Especially since you said
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
My
it
brother
don't really
had
make sense
suffered.
by anyone.
Due to false accusations. I
All
would
right.
love to see the girl who did it to him locked away.
She isn't.
Okay, let's go to the next topic.
No.
So how do I word this? All right. So how often do you guys think rape occurs?
Per day?
Per year. How often does actual rape and false rape occur?
In the Western world, probably not as much as people have already said. Like the 1 in 5 statistic is completely false.
It definitely happens enough that we have to worry about it.
It literally, from what my understanding of reading statistics, it's around 1 in like 100 and something. And that's I think it might be a little bit more, but that's still a terrible, terrible thing.
Yeah, it's still too much.
And that's not even per year; that's per amount of people. So blah blah blah. Let's go with 100, but it's probably a wrong statistic. Let's say that's 100. That's still fucking messed up. But people try to put in the false narrative that it's 1 in 5. It is not 1 in 5. And also they lower it and lower it and lower it. Most of them go to 1 in 4, 1 in 3, 1 in. They won't. They will not say 1 in 2. They were 1 in 3 and 1 in 4 at this current moment. They might go to 2 eventually, and it's a very false narrative, and it's terrible.
All right.
Okay.
So now you guys are not talking. I can talk. Sorry, I didn't want to talk over you guys. I probably think per year about I want to say about 1,000 or 2 people probably get raped.
I feel like it's
You
a
have to
bigger number.
you have to consider it because there is it is now easier to get people's
1,000?
information off
Sorry.
online.
Well, okay. One question here. The quick question. What do you define as rape?
Wow, I did not put that as a question.
Why didn't you? What do you define as
That
rape?
is a good question, though.
I didn't think about it.
And first off, the story, I disagree on that. I feel like it's a giant
Wait,
number.
did
It's
Sora
a
finish
way.
or-
I just wanted to put this in. I think it's a way bigger number than that.
All right, continue, sir.
1,000. But okay,
Okay.
let's go on this.
Then
quick
it's probably
tangent.
like
What do you define as rape?
Well,
We'll say this quickly. 'Cause
I would love
like
to follow
10
what the law says on rape, but I disagree with the whole if you're drunk, it's rape.
Well, okay.
If 2 people are both under the consumption of alcohol, that I do believe that is not rape.
Well, yeah,
that is under
that
the
also
influence of alcohol.
that also isn't the basis of law either, because law wouldn't consider that rape if they're both drunk. It's idiotic people. It's idiotic people that assume this. No, there is a lawyer that I've seen talk about this subject, especially, and he says this case would not even be put up
Okay.
because of two drunk contenders
Okay, I have a question.
in this style.
Can my thought about this is no, definitely not. But can a woman revoke what's it called consent during sex?
Good
Yes.
question.
What?
Can a man do the same thing?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
What was the
Actually,
question?
Can a man or woman revoke consent during sex? Now that I actually think about it, yeah, they probably can. They can.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, they can.
Okay, so is there any other definitions of rape you want to add, like
I just want to
touching
quote something
somebody?
real quick. I just want to quote something real quick.
Okay.
What Marco said. I believe that yes, because if I'm lying butt ass naked to some guy,
Yeah.
at any time I can refuse to have sex with him. And if he
No, I meant
continues,
during the act.
then it's great.
During
Okay, if it's during the act, I still believe you can. You
Well, I
always
mean,
have that choice to say I don't want to do this anymore.
one of the biggest issues with that during the act is that some people say no, but they mean yes. It's a very confusing process.
Are you? That's role play, Cameron.
No, I understand that, but people don't know what's reality at some points.
Well, that's why they have danger words. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what safe words are used for.
Yeah, but
Yes,
yeah,
danger
that's a good
words.
point.
Danger
Sure,
words.
sure.
Myself now.
It's safe words.
I know.
You silly butt.
But even in not role playing, people could still say no and not mean no. It's a scenario type business. Someone who's more, I don't know.
You have to tell by tone quality, I'm guessing. You're
I
going to
would
have to
assume.
tell by tone quality.
And I would also assume it's very difficult to tell when you're in the act.
Cameron, someone's been watching too much hentai.
Yeah, man, totally. And also, why the fuck would you even bring that? That's disgusting.
I'm pretty sure in hentai they always say no, right?
And you were saying this on a live stream. I just want you to know this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is all.
You're-
Is it
you-
not
you-
comic relief? Is that
No,
not comic?
no, that's literally just gross.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Alright.
stop that.
It's just nasty. I don't even know why you added that.
I don't know.
My friend has a tentacle pen. She was rubbing it all over my face.
Oh.
It's
Ugh.
a tentacle hand.
Well, let's not. No,
I said a
we're not getting onto the subjects. Everyone, shut up about it immediately.
See,
Terrible.
this is why we can't do discussions.
No, this is why we can't do discussions with Cody.
All right, stop, you guys. I'm the moderator, you guys. I have to be mature.
You weren't. You weren't.
Sure.
Okay. So,
You can totally be mature.
Do we
Alright,
want to go
so-
on to the next question? Because this isn't really talking
Yeah.
about a rape culture.
Yeah.
This isn't talking about a rape culture anymore. This is just talking about what we consider consent in that sense. And that really isn't on the topic of rape culture, honestly. It's on the topic of
Yeah.
what's rape.
But that's true. So,
Rape culture and what's rape is different.
Yeah. So I'll move on to the next question. Is that cool with everyone? Last words, anyone?
I forgot what I was going to say, so
I don't know either. Cody ruined it.
I'm sorry.
pretty much.
All right, next question.
Mhm.
Are people discouraged to speaking out when they have been assaulted sexually?
Yeah. Discourage or encourage?
I would once again say this probably isn't about rape culture.
Yeah.
But
Discouraged.
I understand that.
I don't think they are. I don't think they're just.
I don't think they're discouraged, but they're embarrassed because it's an embarrassing act.
Yeah.
Less discouraged, more embarrassed. And
All right,
that's
Melody? Oh, Cameron, sorry.
me? What?
Yeah, I thought you were
Oh.
still continuing.
Yeah, no, it's more, I wouldn't say it's a cultural thing to say, oh, yeah, you better not admit rape, you fucking rapist. I don't know. Or no, wrong thing. I said the wrong thing. I'm stupid. Don't judge me. You know what I'm trying to say there.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
I don't think our world is trying to discourage rape. Is the right word? Rape victims? Yeah, rape victims.
All right.
To be discouraged. It's more of an embarrassing act, especially for men, because men is the lowest amount of rape admittance, even if the were rocked.
All right, Cameron. I gave you a minute to speak.
Okay, you may.
Okay, so-
she definitely
All
wants
right.
to say something.
Sir, you have the floor now. Let me reset the clock thingy. Start. Go.
I don't know if I can do it all in a minute.
Why are we doing a minute? What's the point?
I'm not doing it in a minute. I'm just saying. I was just timing. See how long it took for each person to talk.
Okay. As a victim of sexual abuse, I do have to go a little bit back to what happened to me. It took me about a year of someone who saw what was going on convincing me to talk about it. This was the person that I, honest to God, trusted with my life, and he's the only one who I've ever trusted, really, to, like, know exactly what I'm feeling and exactly what's going on with me at any point in time. It took him almost a year just to convince me to talk about it.
Okay.
I was afraid to. I was discouraged. I wasn't embarrassed that it happened. I was discouraged because I thought that people were going to basically say I was a lying whore, say
I think
things like that, and that that I would get hurt. I'd get in trouble for speaking out about it. If they couldn't find any evidence, I'd be the one who got the backlash.
I think
which I still did, but I feel like there are a lot of victims out there that do feel discouraged because of the backlash they could get. If it doesn't go right, if it's not perfect, you will get a ton of backlash, and that backlash will hurt. So I do see why they would be discouraged.
Okay, I don't think that's society's fault, though.
Yeah, I think that's more of like a mental thing.
That is a more of a mental thing. That's more.
Yeah, because like when, yeah,
it's different from society saying, "Oh yeah, you better not admit you were raped."
Actually,
person.
I have to disagree, especially when it comes to men.
Well, the difference between that is that people say, and it's not, I wouldn't even say it's justices, I would say be more people in general say to men that,
yes,
oh yeah, a woman can't rape you. We're talking about rape culture.
I have a page up right now. It's psychological effects of rape, and some of them is like guilt, like you feel guilty of doing that. That's more of a mental thing, and I think that's what you were talking about. And that's what I got from it, at least.
With men, I don't even. It's not even discouraged with men. It's the discouragement from men would come from people assuming they aren't raped because some people think men cannot be raped.
Some people think men will enjoy it even when they
in the modern day and age, they try to change the definition of rape to something about superiority, something like that. So if it's a woman raping a man, it's actually a man raping a woman. At that point, with their definition. That they would be using.
Weird.
Yeah, no, it's really stupid.
But no, like I feel like people are discouraged because they fear what will happen.
That's
psychological. That would
that isn't society doing that. That would be your own mind tricking you into thinking this. Not even tricking making you think this.
Society also like. I'm fumbling for my words. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Society. Yeah, like you said earlier with the whole new definition of rape. Society, there are a lot of parts of society. I'm not saying like this is the whole part of society, but there is a large part of the society, and they are quite vocal, who do believe that men can't be raped, and men don't want to come out about it. And then there are the people who automatically think that if you blame someone for rape, you're lying.
And also, we're also
rape doesn't exist.
We're also forgetting the special part where they say the victim's immediately right without any evidence. There's also a group of people that believe that as well.
Is that rape culture though?
No,
yes.
I don't think so.
They're not
rape culture is normalizing rape. That isn't normalizing rape. That'd be someone. It's a different thing. general.
All right.
That would be groups of people or basically saying men can't be raped, and that's I will just plainly say it's the modern day fucking third wave feminists saying that shit.
Yeah,
There's no even like saying that they're not doing that. They're the ones doing that. They're the ones that cause this type of, if there is, even if you want to say there's a rape culture, even though it doesn't agree to my definition of rape culture, that would be the closest thing to it, is the feminists disencouraging men enough, but it's not normalizing rape still.
All right.
Do you want to go to the next question, or do you want to add stuff to it?
I completely lost my train of thought. So
The question was, are people discouraged to
No,
speak
I
out?
was saying what should we?
yeah,
I said we
from
would
my
want to go to.
personal experience, I would have to say I was very discouraged.
But do you think it
that's-
was society's fault for discouraging you?
I do
'Cause
believe
I think
that
I think it was your psyche or your mind.
your
Yeah.
subconscious mind.
it
Or,
was psychology.
Yeah,
I do believe that it was my psyche.
Yeah, then it wouldn't
but-
be society. But I mean,
Yeah,
it's-
stop interrupting.
I do believe that it was my psyche. Yet, I do believe that society causes a huge change in your psychology with your sociology. Sociology. Ha!
Oh, big words.
oh,
I know words. I can talk.
All right, campfire. Sorry.
I believe that sociology plays a part in it because this sociology is the psychology of society.
Whoa.
whoa. But
It's the psychology of a general group of people.
Okay,
let's
It's
not
your
get off track.
social mindset.
Okay, we are getting off.
No, I'm understanding
I
why.
use the big word. I'm trying to explain what the big word is.
It's fine. We
Okay.
know what the big word is. You can continue with your.
Yeah, I do believe that it was your sociology affects your psychology, which for me affected how I came out about my abuse.
May I ask what in society discouraged you in this sense? Or what part of society is doing that?
It's a lot of those like vocal groups that the people who instantly think that the victim is wrong or that men can't be raped or
I mean,
women are just sexual pleasure tools.
These are, I would say, these are not the same groups in the slightest, actually, because the people who are saying, saying to instantly blame the person who's accused of saying they've been raped, are not the same people that are saying men cannot be raped. Those are two different groups of people.
Yeah, I know.
But-
There's several different societal groups. Just like you have like people who are LGBTQ and people who are like homophobic and that whole thing.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Those are different societal groups.
I wouldn't put homophobia in a group of people. They're just people who I wouldn't even.
You
say
have
that would be a
homophobics.
I understand.
Homophobics are a group of people.
That's not a society group, though. That would just be people who don't like gay people.
it's
That's
a
not
social
that is not like a society, though.
But
It's a
it's
group.
societal group.
It's a group, but it's
A group that's vocal.
You
in
know what she's
society.
saying.
I know what you're saying, but I just don't think it's a society.
Okay, well, I think it's a group that's vocal in society. Is that better?
Yes. Okay.
That is
Because
very
that's what I see society is people who are vocal about stuff to other groups of people. Yeah.
All right, Cameron, you have the floor.
What am I supposed to say?
You were like interrupting her. I thought you were gonna say something.
Okay. Stuff. Well, the thing is, a group of people can be described in a certain way. Like as an ideology, that would be a group of people. Let's say someone who believes in Islam, that is a group of people.
They're societal group.
Yeah, an ideology, feminism. That's a group.
Societal group.
Okay. There's MGTOW. That's a group. LGP,
Better
whatever.
than us.
LGP.
No more
a lot of
interruptions, please.
letter. But I wouldn't consider homophobia in that same circle at all. I'm on this still, but I wouldn't. I understand.
Homophobic.
No more interruptions, please.
But there's a difference between. I don't care if people fucking interrupt. Who cares?
I do.
But
It just sounds mad or bad.
This is.
Sorry, I'm interrupting now.
That adds to the fucking entertainment.
All right.
Jesus, but I don't consider homophobia, or less put into more extent into that certain group territory, because they're not really. It's not an ideology; it's a belief. And well, no, I wouldn't even put it like that. Just people just don't like a certain group of people. That isn't meaning that they're a certain group. People, let's just say someone in the fucking MGTOW group is homophobic. Does that mean all of MGTOW is homophobic?
I think that's all right.
What weird vibration.
No, that's why they fit into two different categories.
No, the thing is that isn't a group though.
And
The
homophobic.
homophobia is not a group. Homophobic people. That's a
All right, we're getting off topic like really bad.
We really fucking are, but that's not really like a group of people. I mean, I guess it would be a group of people, but not a
I feel
societal
like we
group.
should just move on to the next.
Yeah. Let's just go on to the fucking next question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are telling me to do this. I should be the one saying this. Like I'm such.
Yeah. Well, then stop us. Then you don't stop us.
Well, I just feel like it'd be disrespectful.
Cody, we want to be entertaining.
all right.
So
All right,
fucking
so-
interrupt if you think this has gone on too long.
All right, yeah. I was letting you guys have a minute discussing that. So I'll move on to the next question now.
Jesus.
Asura was talking about how some people see women as sex objects, which brings us to the next question, which is this is kind of like not direct correlation to what rape culture is, but what is sexual objectification? Objectification. There you go.
Okay, it's basically like when you just think of one, like sex, like male or female, as like sexual objects or
Just,
like pleasure tools or whatever.
I suppose, yeah. I can agree on that.
And I do think some people in society believe that, but I feel like
That's a very, very
this day and
minority.
age,
That's like a big minority.
yeah, it's a huge minority of people. I think that.
Like by the way, I just gotta make clear, when we say very big minority, I'm saying as in it is such a small group of people.
Yeah.
Want to make
But
that
they're very
very
vocal.
clear.
Yeah, they are very vocal about
Well,
it.
I mean, the ones that are vocal, there's still not that many that are vocal. I see more that are vocal on the opposite end.
Could we have examples?
Well, yeah, once again, feminists. They're very against.
Oh,
this.
are we talking about against?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
meant, like-
I see that. I'm not the people who are for it are loud, but the people who are against it, like the extremes that are against it, are way louder.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
But I mean, you still hear
But
both sides.
also the feminists that do talk about it never mention male sexual objectification,
that's another topic for another day.
which is just like equal.
It's
And also,
equally bad.
I don't think it's. I also don't think that's a form of rape culture.
I do believe that is because for me that is one of the definitions.
Some of
I can
the,
speak.
Yeah, one of the main arguments for sexual objectification is that, I just pulled up an article. It says women like being treated like sexual objects.
And also this argument could go straight to men as well. But I
Yeah.
don't think that means it's a rape culture still. And women get this stuck in their head because of a certain group that I've mentioned many times already.
Feminazis.
No, I'll just say feminists.
All right.
But I'm a feminist.
You're not a fucking feminist.
I'm
We did the
I'm an
best.
egalitarian.
Yeah, that's the better word for it. It's the correct
But
word.
I'm more of a feminist than I am an
No,
egalitarian.
Oh, so you're for superiority.
Cameron.
No, I'm not.
We're not
wait.
gonna- we're
I'm
not
for
gonna
the
count
true feminism, which is
it. That's been
equality.
done. That's been
You
done.
guys, we're going off topic really hard.
Okay. Okay. Next question, because this one's kind of nothing really here, but you're asking for like definitions of shit.
Well, I'm not done with the question.
Oh, well, there's more.
Yeah.
More than question.
Could you give us some examples of sexual objectification? Like I'm talking about, if you believe that
Tutors is a big thing.
Oh,
GG, well played. Now we can move on to the next question if you guys want to.
Hold on.
All right,
we
continue.
never answered anyone.
Sexual objectification. Dick size.
Straight up.
I don't think that's not really sexual objectification. That's more.
Standard.
I mean,
That's more what
it can.
I don't consider that objectification in my mind. It's more or less just saying something.
Boobs.
Boobs? Boobs?
Boobs.
I mean, it's a
Breasts.
sexual object in the
Tits.
West. You're correct.
But it's not. It's a reproductive organ.
Yeah, but no, it's a sexual object in our minds because it's taboo.
Ooh, Cameron.
Ooh.
See,
kink shaming.
See there, right there. There's sexual objectification. My boobs are sexual objects. No, they're organs meant for reproduction.
Not reproduction.
No, that's
feeding,
completely
yeah.
wrong. That's
For life.
feeding.
They're meant for life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a better word for it. But yeah. I don't even consider that. I mean, sexual objectification would be more of a different thing. That'd be just a.
I mean,
Wait.
there's always been sexual objectification on both sides.
I mean, sexual
in the middle era.
justification. Well, sorry, but the sexual justification is the act of treating a person as an instrument of sexual pleasure. Having boobs doesn't really mean that, does it?
I mean, but would you really? Or sorry, I won't say anything. I'm moderator.
No, go ahead. I don't. Who fucking cares?
All right, I gotta get this off my chest. Would you still be attracted to a pair of breasts if they weren't on a body? Like if they're just detached on the floor?
No.
No, that doesn't really mean it's sexual justification. It's just a thing that people find smexy.
I just want to get that up. On the floor? Or
No, not on the floor.
Yes,
It's connected to something you find attractive.
floor boobs are the best boobs.
But finding someone attractive is not sexual objectification.
I don't find that sexual justification either. All right.
Melody,
You have the floor again. You were interrupted for way too long.
Why does that matter? We can interrupt all the fuck we want. Entertainment!
Yes,
Entertainment!
interrupt me all the time.
Yeah! Interruptions.
Always interrupt me. I don't need to talk. No,
Okay,
not
then
at all.
talk,
She crying. I'm sorry.
Shut up, woman.
Cameron's
You don't need
sad.
to talk.
Yeah, woman. No. Okay, that's stupid. Okay,
Don't make me a
Okay,
sandwich.
I'll go cry in the corner now.
Jesus. No, you can talk. Go ahead.
Pickle.
Talk.
Okay. Actually, about the middle era, I know it's not exactly now, but I know but in a way, there's always been sexual objectification. Just like parts of the body for me have always been viewed as sexual.
Yeah, I mean, but before,
Like a
then,
woman's ankles and her neck were viewed as very sexual objects. And for a man, his shin was viewed as very sexual.
oh, shit.
Oh man, look at those shins.
Oh yeah, that ankle.
Ah!
Oh, Jesus.
All right, continue.
For me, sexual objectification is like taking something that's not inherently sexual and making it sexualized.
All right, okay, so we're talking about those Carl's Jr. ads?
I'm talking about them boobs. I'm talking about them boobs.
The boobs currently in our day and age is it's pretty inherently sexual now. Kind of
Actually, not.
in areas where it's normal to see naked breast in the country, as an example, Spain.
Yeah,
Time to go
I wanna live in Spain. Because then I wouldn't have to suffer through a freaking bra. God.
Field trip.
Okay, should we even stay on the stupid topic?
I have
Yeah,
one
let's get
more.
off
I
of
have one
it.
more thing to say on this stuff. Since I can say stuff, even though I really shouldn't be because I'm the moderator.
Go ahead.
Carl's Jr. The Carl's Jr. ads are the ones with like the gigantic burgers, right?
Yeah.
And like just a big-breasted woman like in swim trunks who just like walk around eating one, right?
Yeah.
All right, now we can move on if everyone wants to.
I'm fine with moving on.
Okay.
I didn't get your point, but okay.
No, there was no point. It was just a
wasn't.
question. I really
He's
wanted
just
to ask.
mentioning it, and it didn't really. Who cares? Can we get to one that's more about like stuff? I don't know. More about stuff.
What do you
I
want
don't
to
know.
discuss?
Just go to a fucking next question.
I've gone through 5.
Okay, go to the next one. You need to make better questions next time, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess. All right. So this one's probably very, very obvious, but no, I'm not going to say that because that's an opinion. I'll ask the question first. Are victims of rape treated fairly?
I think they're treated fairly. Yes.
Yeah, I think
in
they're
certain scenarios can change, of course,
Yeah.
but it depends where you are and what area you are. But I don't think that based off the law, they're treated. I completely think in the basis of law, they are treated completely fair.
I think they're treated like every other like crime. Yeah.
Every other person trying, like, yeah.
I'm out of questions.
I think they're
Sorry.
I think they're treated pretty fairly.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Marco.
Yeah.
Did we get your input on sexual objectification?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
All right.
I said something.
Let's go out and just say one thing. Let me think.
Oh, I forgot to talk. crap.
Okay, talk, speak before I add.
About. Wait, what was the question?
Are rape victims or are victims of rape treated fairly?
By a court of law? Yeah, pretty decently. I mean, there are cases where, of course, where they're treated unfairly. There are cases, of course, where people are overprivileged. But I do believe.
Wait. Let's go back a second. Overprivileged? Would you like to elaborate on that, please?
Yeah. Like the cases that get passed without evidence. It's like overprivileged.
Oh, I wouldn't call that overprivileged.
Well, I don't know what to say for it, but you know what I meant.
I know. Well, now that you kind of explained it with what it actually is, kinda.
Wait,
But,
could you explain it to me, Cameron?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
Okay, I believe there's cases that get prosecuted. They get prosecuted
Yeah.
with little to no evidence
Well,
due to the societal standings,
But
money,
okay.
etc.
With the part about that being part of rape, that wouldn't be considered part of rape culture in the definition. That would actually just be someone just passing without evidence. That's just not good to do. The idea of rape culture.
I'm answering the question.
You did. Yeah, you are. You are. Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else to add? Real quick.
On average, I do believe that it is quite fair, but of course, you will always have those times where it is unfair. Like,
Oh yeah.
example, Brock Turner.
Yeah, no, I can agree on that. He definitely shouldn't have gotten time.
Explain, Brock
He
Turner.
should not.
Hey, he's a
should
guy.
not have
He
gotten
raped a woman, and he only got 6 months, and then it got decreased, and he got released.
Isn't
Yeah,
that the dude
he's
that?
back in Ohio.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it'd be the judge's fault for that completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
back in Ohio.
Okay. So, with everything we've discussed, the question now: how does that prove there's a rape culture,
Prove or disprove.
or disprove? I mean, honestly, there's nothing to show that there's rape culture, though.
Yeah.
I
Like
believe,
I don't think rape culture exists.
If
Because
rape cultures exist, then why is the punishment for rape normally? I should say normally, because Brock Turner is an exception. So heavy hitting, and people consider rapists more of a danger than murderers at certain points.
Because
It is considered worse to be a rapist than a murderer in prison.
Which
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, because
Yeah, and
murder doesn't really do any psychological damage. It just kills people.
Yeah.
But a
Let's-
rapist would deal a lot of psychological damage
Mhm,
to
mhm.
one person.
So let's just say if this was a rape culture, if it was a true rape culture, we would see people fucking saying, "Oh, you raped someone? Cool, Dad. You raped someone, Dad. I did yesterday, Dad." Brah.
Oh, this is a new subject. I gotta do the timer.
Why is there
I
fucking
think
time?
No, it's for myself. I want to, see how long it takes for everyone to talk. You have the floor, Sarah.
okay, like I think while it's not a huge rape culture, I agree that there is to some degree a rape culture here, or at least the
I
formings of one.
Maybe
Alright.
one day. I know. I don't even think. Well, it may be one day, of course, because that's the future. But in this current day and age, I don't think there's any rape culture. Rape culture would be normalizing rape. Nothing here normalizes
I think there are
rape.
signs of it.
Maybe in the future, but because you never know what happens in the future.
I
Could
think
you
there are
elaborate on
growing
signs,
of rape
please?
culture.
Who?
Sorry?
Oh yeah.
What?
Could you elaborate on what these
why-
signs
why-
are?
Yeah, the signs.
Like I said, you have those vocal groups who are like
Well, the ones.
victimizing or so on.
Wait, let her give the examples first.
Over time, vocal groups tend to grow until like it becomes a good idea and everyone believes it.
Well,
I don't think rape will ever be normalized to the point
I think
where
there's.
nobody will care about it. Because rape is a huge thing, and I don't think.
Did you just say fucking Trump?
What?
Jesus. Why the
Wait,
fuck
what
did you
happened?
say Trump? You didn't say Trump. Asura just said fucking Trump. Why Trump? What's the point of Trump?
Wait. I want Adam's point to
It's
be
because
made.
he's been accused.
Stop. Yes, let Adam get his point out, because
I actually lost my train of thought because of that.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I had to break your concentration.
Okay. So I'm assuming you mentioned Trump because he was accused.
that was
Actually,
pretty
no.
much proven, though.
None of them have been
I'm
proven.
doing it due to his quote of, "If I see an attractive woman," I'm paraphrasing. I'm sorry. I can't remember the direct
I
quote.
just kiss him.
I just kiss him.
But
That's
first
all you
of
need
all,
to do is just grab him by the pussy.
I'll add a couple things to this. First of all, that was on Access Hollywood like 10 years ago.
Still.
And second of
Still.
all, it was trash room talk with a host of a show. That doesn't mean
Trash room talk?
yeah, like not trash room, a locker room talk, like boys.
I was kind of confused.
Locker room banter, which I think is demeaning.
Demean.
think it's
How
demeaning.
that it's demean. It's just what people do in locker rooms to talk random shit about like sexual things. I don't know why.
I mean, in the locker room, I don't know, because I mean, I'm a girl, so I don't know. But in the locker room, about the only like sexual thing I've been told is, "Hey, you have nice tits and a nice ass."
Well, the
No,
difference
you can't
is-
say that in the men's locker room. You can't just call someone, "Hey,
Yeah.
that bulge is pretty large."
Hey man, guess what?
Like in a locker room, you basically say, "Yeah, I got some dank pussy last night, Dad."
Yeah.
As an example. That-
Dank pussy.
it would be an example.
So weird. Never say that again.
That's actually what they do in locker rooms. It's not even a kind of a. They talk about what they got last night, or like the other time before. And Trump saying that it's locker room talking. That's all it is. And
I
Cameron?
just guess. I'm a guess just because, like, I mean, obviously, I wouldn't exactly know what goes on in a locker room because, of course, I'm a female, not a male. I've never identified as a male,
and that is
and I
completely
probably
different
never will. I am a cisgendered female. So
Whoa.
I
Cameron.
don't know what goes on in boys' locker rooms.
Well,
I only know what happens in girls, where I get told nice tits and nice ass.
Yeah, that doesn't happen in boys' locker rooms.
So-
We don't say, "Yo, your nipples are large." Actually, no, maybe we do.
Cody,
Sometimes.
what were you wanting to say, Cody?
All right, so could you, what exactly is dank pussy?
It was just me saying.
Is it like you fuck someone while you're high?
How the fuck should I know? Why the fuck should I know that? I was just saying it as an example.
But it was your term.
It was just funny. I thought it would be funny, and also it's just an example of locker room talk.
All right.
It was a mix of fun.
It is. All right, Cameron.
An actual example. But honestly, once again, I don't think any of this proves that there's a rape culture in our country. Possibly in the future, because you never know what happened in the fucking future. You know, we might turn to Saudi Arabia, and we're like, oh yeah, that dude just fucked that girl without consent. Cool, dude. She has no rights. That's Saudi Arabia. No, that's not even Saudi Arabia. It's probably a different country. Middle East. Somewhere in Middle East.
Yo.
Most places, the Middle East.
Hey, Cameron, could you point to where Saudi Arabia is?
It's, I don't know, the one with the water.
There.
In the direction.
Yeah.
How the fuck am I supposed to do?
I don't know.
Southwest.
Southwest, sure. Yeah, okay,
No,
but how?
not from where we are, Cameron. Wouldn't it be just like if we point east?
West.
It's east. It's in the west. But okay, that is not
Did I
part
say
of the topic. But you
Yeah,
know
that's
what?
the
There's no evidence of rape culture in our country. On a society standpoint, our rape culture would be normalizing the having of rape, and rape is considered one of the worst acts you can possibly do to somebody.
In the United States
Eh.
right now.
In the United States,
mean,
especially. Don't even get me started on child rapists.
On
Oh,
a
God.
single individual, I think you need to clarify, though, because I'm pretty sure mass murderers get charged a little more than rapists.
Well, no, they definitely get charged more, obviously. I'm saying more they're treated worse in a general statement as someone who's convicted of rape. And let me even get on this standpoint. I will go on to this. This is how you can tell rape is considered such a terrible act, is when these this lacrosse team was accused by this one girl of raping her. In 2006, they forcibly kicked them out of school. They basically attacked them in the streets. They had multiple riots and protests in this college campus. I believe it was, I don't remember which college campus, so I don't know. It's somewhere. I could find it. I'm too lazy to. But
You don't need to right now.
after they were fucking proven that they didn't rape this girl, the girl lied. Everyone still hated them.
Yeah.
Everyone still hated them that was at this college campus. They were not allowed back on campus.
All right,
And
sorry.
that is literally, I don't say that's a rape culture. I say that's literally the opposite of rape culture. It's an anti-rape culture, if anything.
Well, this isn't like proof of rape culture. I think this is just like corrupt court systems. Remember that one dude that raped the chick at a party, and his defense was one, I just fell into it, and two, I wouldn't do well in prison. And then they let him off. Then they basically let him off like scotch-free.
Oh, that's.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That's fucked.
That is kind of fucked. I wouldn't say that's a rape culture, though.
Yeah, no, but that's just
from
him. Paying
what
up.
I've seen, there's no evidence of a rape culture.
Yeah. That's not rape
That's
culture.
your Trump.
What?
No.
All right, go, sir.
I believe it's
Yeah,
like
go.
things like that that will end up fueling a rape culture.
Possibly in the future, but do you think there is a rape culture in this current day and age?
At the current moment, I think there is a very small one. It's very, very tiny.
What's the small rape culture, as an example? Just give me-
It is like blossoming.
I mean,
It is a flower. It is blossoming into rape culture.
What is the small part of rape culture we're talking about here, though?
Wait, what? I'm confused.
What is you said there's a small amount of rape culture. What is the small amount of rape culture?
Like
God,
I've been
Jesus.
saying this entire time. All
Yeah,
the victim blaming. You have all the vocal groups that are all like, it's the victim's fault. The victim should stay quiet about it. Oh, he's a man.
But also,
He can't be raped and all stuff like that.
Okay, but first things on the men thing, that wouldn't be attributing to the rape culture. If
Yeah,
anything.
we've already said that.
I would say, once again, anything that would be saying, oh, someone can't be raped, or someone, well, I mean, probably that one's more closer to a rape culture type dealio, but probably. But,
Question, Cameron.
yeah.
For a man can't be raped, I feel like that would be contributing to rape culture.
Yeah, I said to an extent, but I don't
Oh,
think to an extent, because
If
the
you
thing
think about
is,
it, that'd be normalizing rape,
That
because
would
like
be, yeah,
man
yeah.
enjoys it anyway, so why not, right?
no, it's just that they can't because they're a marginalized group or whatever
Yeah.
they fucking say nowadays.
It's consensual no matter what because they have to stick it in.
Yeah, guys, stick in it. Okay, but
I won't judge you on the list. I'm sorry. You continue.
no, I was saying that I was doing that voice on purpose.
I know. So no, I won't say anything. I need you to continue.
But on the other points, I wouldn't even consider that a rape culture still, because the whole culture, the whole society as a whole would have to agree on that standpoint, and not nearly that many agree on that standpoint. Possibly in a feminist environment, there would be a rape culture because they always want to invent the false narrative of, oh, this guy grabbed me in a bad area. It's instant. Not like that. Not like that. Jesus Christ, not like that.
What?
A bad area. Like, let's say it was sounding like grab her by
Someone
the
grabbed
pussy.
my tit.
Someone grabbed your tit. That is not
Someone
fucking
grabbed my thigh.
rape. Someone grabbed my tit. Someone grabbed my thigh. That's not rape. It's groping. There's a
It's
difference in
not.
there. They're trying to if anything, feminists are trying to normalize rape because they're trying to desensitize the word by calling everything and everyone a fucking rapist. And I wouldn't say that's our whole society, because for a rape culture to actually exist, our full society
Okay.
have to agree on this.
Okay. I have a question.
What?
What would, okay, I'm gonna give you a scenario here. I'm not specifically saying this has ever happened to me.
Okay.
Sure, yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, so I told this guy. Let's say you told this guy you were sexually abused from your past. You like have PTSD and from shit from it. You have a lot of mental problems because of it. And you tell this guy not to touch you because you can't handle it too well. And
Okay.
so he decides to be funny and grabs your tit. And you slap his hand and tell him no, and you tell him don't touch me. And then it's fine for a day or two, and then he comes back, and then he's like grabbing your ass, and then he grabs your tit again. After you've told him no and to stop and not to do it several times.
Okay.
Should call the authorities.
What would you consider that?
An asshole who's groping you.
That's grape. Oh no,
That's not fucking rape.
grape.
I know.
Grape.
I know you said grape, but I don't think it's rape. I would consider that groping, and it's not okay to grope somebody, but it's still not rape.
Hmm.
I don't think groping is rape. I think that's filed under sexual
Sexual
harassment.
Would be considered.
Yeah, it's
actually.
sexual harassment.
No,
Would you
no.
consider that sexual harassment, though?
I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, who wouldn't?
Okay.
Because it's still not considered. That's not considered rape, and
All right,
it shouldn't be.
Yeah, I would
considered
have to say. I would have to say it's not considered rape. It is considered sexual harassment, though.
rape. That is definitely sexual harassment towards somebody.
You should
Final words?
like, if someone's sexually harassing you, do you think you should report it?
Yeah,
Yes.
you should definitely report that.
Yes, you definitely should.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, what if someone said no?
Yeah, I know, right? That'd be weird.
Wait, you guys, I'm gonna say no.
Cody, fuck
No.
off. Fuck
You
off.
should not file charges.
You're the fucking moderator.
You're right. What? You guys keep like, okay, you can have an opinion, Cody. No, you can't.
No. You really can't. You're supposed to be neutral as fuck. Like, you just like.
Yeah.
But you're allowed to like barge in. You're like, what about this though?
Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. Good night.
All right. I
Alright,
think
well,
this is
that's
a
good.
good. This is a good time to stop anyway.
Yeah.
People make your own fucking opinion.
Tell us below in the comments.
Yeah, the 10 comments, more like 2 comments I will get.
Yeah,
Probably.
America. Fuck
Maybe not even any comments.
America. Fuck
Both those
yeah.
comments will